Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio Vanilla++. In between episodes, I spent a few minutes clearing out the few trees here. I grabbed some more resources and went ahead and crafted in my pocket the last things that we will need for this setup. So we'll go ahead and set this up. Now our goal with this is not necessarily to get the electricity going. I'm trying to kind of keep it slow paced and relaxed with this series. So I think first off I'm going to try to automate the whole input of coal. I really hate having to come down and put down a box with coal in it and have to take out of that box, and I want it from the beginning to be automated. So for that I'm going to need to get miners set up on the coal, the electric ones, and with those I am going to need to, run power out there, which I will be doing nonetheless. And this is all connected, yes it is. So I need to run power out, I need to run a belt out, and then I need to get miners ready and going with the coal. Just run the power out. Got a few belts. I don't have many for now. But the iron will keep going and making itself so that I can keep making transport belts. Although I guess I need to stop making transport belts for a moment and make drills. Do I want to start off with? Yes, I'm just going to go ahead and put down a bunch of drills to start, which is okay. It's not necessary, but it will help me in the long run. So then coal will be coming out. And run the power along the belt. And to start, I will do this setup where you put 2 miners and then 1 single space, and in this space you put a pole next to the belt, and that will power all 4 of it around it and also connect across. And just for sake of not having 2 poles right next to each other. So there's that powered. Grab the iron plate. Craft up all of that. All of the transport belt. So that I can run this coal down. Let's see, and we'll want a temporary smelting. I'll probably put it in here. Well, let's see. I was gonna say I'll put it in here because it's between the copper and the iron, and that will be convenient. But since the biters are in this direction, I'm going to put it down in here. Maybe even all the way over here. Just to avoid for now as much confrontation with the biters as possible. So keeping my pollution cloud, and especially my main pollution that will be being pumped out for a while, as far away from them as conveniently possible anyway. And that'll keep me from needing to push military as fast as possible. I'm trying to determine how much of this I want to get set up before turning the power on. Probably get some absolute basic stuff going and then turn it on. So by absolute basic stuff, what I mean is absolute basic stuff, of course. No. But for just get the basic which for now will be a couple of miners on iron. And I will need a transport belt to get all of that off. And then I'll have basic inserters going into some ferni and just putting stuff in a chest for me so I can keep crafting to get the real temporary. It's like a tier 1 temporary setup so that I can get the tier 2 temporary setup so I can get the real smelting setup. We're going to spend a long time setting up structure for this base as far as smelting is concerned. So I want to pull this all the way off anyways, so I'll just do it out here. And I'm going to need quite a few inserters. Go ahead and do a little bit of this. Just get my inventory set up the way I like it. And do I have any smelters? I've got a few I can make off of me. I'm gonna go ahead, run up and grab some stone so that I can make more smelters, because I am going to need a crap ton of them. Just doesn't even come close to the amount that I will need. So, fill that stone miner up with coal. I will probably go put more burner inserters, 3 more around that box once I pick up the rest of these. Let's see. I'm probably just going to take care of these by hand as far as coal is concerned. So yeah, I'll do this, get a couple boxes. This is in no way efficient, but it'll be supremely temporary while I wait to make my real temporary setup. So there's that. Just run this across for now. Just like that. And I will also need to power these guys. Just like this. And put a pole there for now. Okay. So that will allow that to go on. Go ahead and coal up those ferni. And then I think I can go ahead and turn it on with no issue. Got my copper up here. I don't need that much smelting, so I'll just leave it as burner inserters. Why not? Inserters? Burner miners, please excuse me. Why not? Okay. Yeah, okay. That'll be good enough. Let's get this going. So to get it started, I will pick up these guys. And just have him going. Just put a few coal in him to get going. That will run down to the boilers and get inserted if I go finish this track, because I totally forgot about it. So finish this track. Now that'll get inserted into the boilers, which will start up our power, which will allow the coal to be, or the mining drills to coil up. And that will, of course, feed more coal into the system, so on and so forth. Now I'm going to need to do research as well, so go ahead and get my lab and my basic science packs going. And I guess for that I will need gear wheels and science. And I'm going to need copper as well. burners I do not think can pull coal out of these guys. So I will just run up some power. And this will bring a little bit of copper down to the temporary red science pack production area. And that'll make me some more belts. Alright. So 2, 3. And put my science thing there. Grab another one for convenience sake. Right, we are in 0.12. I do not need to be super careful about this. Oops, not there. There, I believe. So that'll get automation. I need to make a bunch of inserters. I'm gonna need a crap load, so I'll just go ahead and queue up a bunch. So since this is now going, let's tear this down. Stop creating too much pollution. And I'll put this excess iron ore into here. And I don't mind the buildup. Coal. Those are pretty full. Okay, now here's where I need to pick. Do I want to go through military, steel processing? I know I want logistics, so I guess I'll start with that. We'll need to make a bunch of these guys. Actually, I will want to do not that. Do I want to do that? I do. Sure. No, I don't. I'm confused. I can't remember whether or not one furnace is enough for the... Why do I... See, now I'm really confusing myself. I was trying to set this up all fancily beforehand, when really... What I need to do is that, because this is gear wheels, and this does not take iron plates, it takes copper plates. I am a silly bugger. Okay, terrible coal placement. That's okay. I'll pull this over. Go ahead and cancel. Waiting for belts to craft. Alright. Bam. Okay, so that is basic research step 1. Very, very basic research. Just go ahead and shove those in there for now. Let's see. I'm thinking about this, whether or not I want to set up the Mark 1 temporary smelting like I was talking about, or not. And I really can't decide. I think I can just set up more smelters here and be good for a while. Downside being I need to feed them with coal manually, which I should be putting into a box. For this exact purpose. 2 box? No. Yes. It's not the 2 boxes I care about, it's the inserters, but I think 1 will be fine. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I finally made up my mind. And the answer is 2 inserters. 2 inserters, 2 boxes. I don't need 2 boxes, I just need the 2 inserters. So, give me 5 stacks. And you give me 5 stacks. That way when I come back for coal so that I can fill all of these manually, you don't have to worry about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill you guys with coal. And box up some iron for me, would you please? And I'm going to need this to make inserters. I'm going to need a lot of inserters. Like, a whole lot of inserters. And I'm pretty sure if I set up a crappy little temporary inserter factory, it will be extremely beneficial to me in the long run. And I'm going to do that. So, this is all just to set up our smelting. Our quote-unquote early game smelting. Before... Basically, it will last until I decide to upgrade to electric furnaces. And then I don't have an electric furnace array in mind. So I will definitely have to upgrade then. Not sure how I want to go about this. Pull the iron from here, so put this here. Put this here. Want electric circuits, copper wire. Just do this for me. I don't care what the actual ratios are for now. I only need 1 to 3 anyways, so that will ratio out just fine. And for those who are not aware, not that you could be, I am not a particularly ratio kind of guy. I just throw down way too much stuff and don't worry about it. And if I need more of it, I throw down more. I don't really nitpick the particular ratios. Okay, so I'll need this for automation 2, which I will need for the inserter crafting. But this will give me circuits. I will need also gear wheels. I got logistics, yes. Yes, I did. So let me put down my splitter here. Even out the belt. Okay, so I will need these guys. I will also need iron and iron gear wheels. Okay, I need to actually pick up some iron for myself. Which there is not much there. Okay. Make some inserters. Go ahead and set this up for gear wheels. Don't have that. Available because I need the better whatchamacallits? Assembly machines. That's what they're called. For that, I need to wait for electronics and then assembly, or automation 2. So I suppose I can go ahead and get going. Help it out a little bit. Okay. But that will have to do us. In the next episode, we will finish setting up some basic inserter production so that I've got inserters ready to go. I'll probably set up a little bit of a belt factory for the same reason. I'm going to need a whole crap ton of them to get going. And then we will start working on either finishing up the mines, which will probably not be first, or starting the whole smelting line. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one, and I will see you later.